Hello, I'm Aries from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for the week for all signs. So I'm going to do a general reading first of all for every sign, general energies that we're all going through because we're all affected by the same planets and the same collective consciousness especially. And then I'm going to clarify it for each star sign. So you might want to check out your sun sign, your moon sign, your Venus sign if you're interested in your love life stuff, and what did I miss out? Your rising sign as well. And so watch the general part of it. Otherwise, it's not going to make sense if you just watch your star signs. There will be fast forward links to the star signs as well. And of course, you can cross watch to see what's going on for your loved ones and your friends. To make more sense of it, you might be able to give them a bit more leeway if you know what's going on inside of them. And so let's do it. Let's get some cards out. Now, the weekend that I'm publishing this, I've got a half price sale, the New Year weekend. And it's on my love reading. So whether you're in a relationship or not, doesn't matter. It's about your love life and what your higher self wants you to know about your love life now. So taking it to the next level or finding that person or whatever. And it's also, so it's about you, and half of it is about, or maybe a little bit less than half of it is about your person as well. Now, whether you've got a person or not, whether you're in a relationship or not, your person is the next one for you, or who you've got your eye on, or who you're in a relationship with. And so if you feel like one of those, if you want a private reading from me, go to BeHealing.com this weekend, you'll get that half price. So we've got a very powerful card out, first of all, for the collective. We've got the Foxfire card out. Now, this is the Foxfire Kitsune Oracle deck here by Lucy Cavendish that I'm using. All the decks that I'm using are in the description box. But yeah, I just want to read this out because this is like the major card for this. It's number 43. Is it the last card? Maybe it's the last card. So I usually read these cards intuitively, but because this one is kind of a unique one, I want to read it out to you because it might have something that will speak to you. Foxfire, at this moment there's confusion over which direction to take. There are decisions which need to be made, but at this stage there's no sense that one way will be the right way. Amidst this inertia and inability to choose comes this kitsune, wielding with it the luminous power of foxfire. With this magical flame, yeah, it's fire there. With this magical flame, worries and concerns can be burned away, and the dark road ahead, upon which you've been stumbling, falling, hurting yourself, and becoming lost, will now be lit with a bright fire. This kitsune knows that you've been lost and will take you forward with a long, bright chain of fire stretching into the distance. But first, like the fox, you must find your courage and begin to walk forward into the fire around you. Right, and so we are being led forward this week, but it might be confusing. We might not know which way to turn. It might seem like, it just might seem confusing this week. So let's get the tarot out and see what's going on for us all this week. Of course, I do the dailies too. Wow, that's a lot of cards right out the bat. I do the daily energy updates as well for the collective. You can check those out on my YouTube channel. But I also do a daily-ish show almost every day I'm on. It's called Psychic Cafe. And if you want a mini read from me, I just do it for donations in there. So here on YouTube, the super chats and the super stickers and all of that, and there's a PayPal link if that stuff doesn't work for you as well. So come along in that at 7 a.m. Bangkok time every morning for me, almost every morning anyway. Got the Queen of Cups here. Someone in there feels, she seems to be receptive to something, receptive to change. We've got the Magician as well, so I'm manifesting something. We've got a lot of tarot out. I heard to take them all. So we've got the Nine of Wands, which is the Wounded Warrior. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune, so luck and fate are involved this week. We've got the Seven of Wands. Yeah, so it could be waiting for something or training for something. And the Ten of Wands again, you see, we've been getting the Ten of Wands all the time, so the end of an arduous journey. I'm actually going to stick those two together, the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Wands. They do seem like they belong together, those two. So we're waiting for something, the end of an arduous journey. We're waiting for something to set off, and it is going to be lit. That path forward is going to be lit for us, according to that first card out. So let's see, let's get some clarifiers about this, about these tarot cards. So first, the Queen of Cups. Why has the Queen of Cups card come out? The Queen of Cups, she's very loving and she's very nurturing. Sometimes she puts others in front of herself before herself, you know, so she makes sure everyone's all right, everyone's fair, everyone's going to the dentist, all of that, but she completely forgets about herself. And so that can be the dark side of the Queen of Cups, being, it's not being over nurturing or anything like that. It's leaving yourself out of it, you know. So Two of Materials, juggling things, juggling your needs and other people's needs. And so the Divine Feminine this week is juggling things. And she's learning about self-love, hopefully, and putting yourself first. And you have to do that. You have to fill your own cup up first. You're not good to anyone if you're not taking care of yourself. Even if you think you're taking care of everyone else. If you're falling apart, you're no good to anybody. And so you could be juggling a little bit too much. The inner feminine could be juggling too much. What I mean by the inner feminine, I'm not talking about men and women. I'm talking about the masculine and the feminine inside of us, right? We all have both. And so we could be struggling, say, with our masculine inside of us, the more logical side of things. Like we all have that. And we can be struggling with this too, the Queen of Cups. Things are up in the air because of it. And so we've got to prioritize self-love this week. I am going to get some more information about that, get some more clarifiers, and of course I'm going to clarify it for each star sign as well. It's going to be slightly different for each star sign. So the Magician, why the Magician? Oh, Two of Emotions, a profound relationship. This is an offer of a relationship that we're manifesting. So the Magician manifests that. So it is manifesting now, and we're being shown the way to that manifestation. So things could be up in the air about relationships, and it could be that you need to start prioritizing yourself, looking after yourself first, doing that self-love thing. That's the way that we get a major relationship in, is we start loving ourselves properly, and then someone comes in that loves us properly too. So the Nine of Wands, got a bit of healing to do by the looks of this. The Nine of Wands, she's the wounded warrior. She's wary. She's got a guard up. She's got a fence up, and she's keeping one of those wands to bash you on the head with if you climb over a fence. So she's reluctant to get into a relationship, or reluctant to move ahead on any kind of taking a risk, that kind of thing. Page of Emotions, yeah, it's about relationships. So she's wary about getting into a relationship, this Nine of Wands, because of her wounds. And so there's some healing work to do on past relationships this week. Why doesn't it surprise me that it's all about relationships again? It's been about relationships for so long now. What have we got going on in the stars? Venus must be doing something. Wheel of Fortune, the fates are getting involved. What's going on here? And the universe is getting involved a lot. You know, we have divine connections coming together, or the universe is trying to get divine connections together, but we're being our muggle selves, you know, messing it all up. And that's because when I'm talking about divine connections, I'm talking about the twin flame concept. I'm talking about people that come together, a couple that comes together for a very good reason, not just for their love life and to feel great and because they're a great match, but because they're here to do a special job in the world too. So you got something to put out there. And so the fate is getting involved, the universe is getting involved, and you might have noticed that. You might have noticed that you've had to work on certain things, and that someone keeps on coming back, and you might be trying to let go and move on, but you keep on getting signs to bring yourself back, to continue with it, to persist with it. Well, that's fate getting involved. Knight of Materials here, it's slow and steady. So fate isn't rushing. Are you rushing? Are you rushing to get into this relationship? Because fate isn't. Now, this could be about something else as well. The Knight of Materials is the slow one. It's the Knight of Pentacles. It's the one that works methodically towards something. And so if you've got changes in your life happening at the moment, career, location, money, relationship, any of it, slow and steady wins the race there. Yeah, I'm hearing that the universe isn't in a rush. So 10 of Wands and the 7 of Wands, kind of waiting for this arduous journey to end. We're waiting for some change to come in. What is this? Yeah, Ace of Materials. It's like a new start. It's a new start of a golden opportunity. We're wanting a golden opportunity to come in. We want things to change now. You know, we've had so many messages lately of wait for it, it's coming, wait for it, have patience, wait for it. And it's like, come on already. This waiting is tricky, you know, especially if, like me, you've been doing a lot of inner work. You're watching me, so you probably have been doing a lot of inner work. And then you're ready, and it's like, okay, come on, law of attraction says, when I'm ready, they'll come. And the universe is like, it's a bit trickier than that. There's other people involved, and there's whole societies involved. There's the planets involved. We are connected to the whole, right? And so we can't just isolate ourselves like that and say, I'm ready, I'm ready. And for some people, that final step is in the coming to terms with being patient for it. This Knight of Materials, taking it slow. Slow and steady wins the race. So let's get some clarity about this. Queen of Cups, Two of Materials. Something's up in the air. There is some work for you to do there on your Divine Feminine, for sure. Let's find out what it is. It could be the self-love thing. It could be prioritizing yourself. It could be that you're wanting reciprocation in relationships, yet you're still giving too much out of yourself and you're not holding something back. You're not prioritizing yourself, loving yourself first. You know, we had a message in the daily reads this last week about when we overcommit too soon. Do you do that in relationships? Do you commit too soon? It's a sign that you're not committed to yourself enough. People that aren't committed to themselves will commit to someone else too soon. And it's not just romantic relationships committing like that. You might jump in and say yes to somebody, helping somebody out, giving to somebody, just jumping in with a yes straight away. It's a sign that you're not prioritizing yourself. You're not committed to yourself. So it could be that kind of thing. Integration, integrating what we've learned. So as I said, all of those things that I've just mentioned, you might have had lessons about that. And now we're integrating it. We're putting it into practice. That's what we're doing now. We're integrating those lessons, putting it into practice, maybe with a new relationship here. It's going to be slowly, slowly. I feel like a lot of that healing work has been done by a lot of you that are following me anyway, because I've been going on about it for years. This reciprocation thing, this receiving, learning how to receive, learning how to empower yourself and all of that, that allows you to bring that love in. And if you're not focused on it, but if you're aware of your old patterns, you're not going to slip into those old patterns again. So you're integrating what you've learned now about the Queen of Cups, about overgiving, about empowering yourself, even though that's not the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups in her dark side, she needs to embrace that more of the Queen of Swords energy. And so that's why things are up in the air at the moment. It's integrating those lessons that you've had. Now, what about this Magician and the Two of Emotions? We are actually manifesting the love of a lifetime here. Apparently, according to the cards. Give us more on this, please. Now, I am going to get a romance angel card out for the collective. I'm also going to get one out for each star sign as well to find out what's going on in our love life, so stick around for that. Oh, we've got anger here. Wow. Why are we angry? What have they done? What's our person done? Maybe we're angry because of past relationships, or maybe we're angry because we've met the one. What happens when twin flames come together? We tend to break apart pretty soon after we've got together because we trigger something inside of each other. There's something to go off and clear up. Now, what I've noticed going on in my readings anyway, at the moment is the Divine Feminine seems to have been getting ready for a long time, doing the inner work. Like conditions have been right in the world with the feminine suppression kind of thing, that we've had to do a lot of inner work to overcome those things. The masculine, however, has had it easy from the outside, has kind of been privileged, right? And so they haven't had to do that same amount of work. But now there's a masculine awakening, and it could be just, the Divine Feminine is ready. She's up there. She's being an empress. And so when the masculine meets the Divine Feminine, whether it's a man or a woman, they are triggered into that. They know that they've got to raise the game. They know that they've got to sort stuff out now. And I've been getting that message that the masculine is going through a lot, having to let go of toxic things, maybe toxic traits in themselves or toxic things that they've got in their lives, anything that's kind of negative, to rise up to that feminine level now. And so that could be causing you anger. You could be having a reaction to that, whether you're in the masculine or the feminine. So manifesting this relationship could be winding you up there because they're not ready. And if you are a believer in the law of attraction, well, shouldn't your divine partner be ready at exactly the same time? Well, no, because we're not the same people, There's going to be all kinds around us. And if it were true that our divine partner would be ready at exactly the same time as us, then there wouldn't be a disparity between men and women. That we wouldn't be going through different things. We'd all be at the same level. So there's got to be some differences there, right? And so we've got to kind of honor those differences. So just watch out for that. the anger coming up, or negative emotions coming up around maybe the wait for this partnership, or that they've even got stuff to deal with and they're not ready for you right now, or you not being ready for them. You know, it could be that your divine partner is there waiting, ready for you, like tapping her fingernails like this, and you've got like a karmic relationship to let go of, a marriage to get out of, an addiction to hit, you know, you might have inner healing to do, an addiction to let go of, all kinds of stuff like that, and you're having to do it, and that might be making you angry too, that you're not kind of ready, and that you weren't getting yourself ready before. It's okay. It's okay. It's going to take time. You see, that's what the Knight of Materials says. So the Wounded Warrior and the Page of Emotions. So a love offer or a message of love has you wary. You know, like this lady here. Oh, she's wary. Can you see? She's like, no, I'm not sure I believe you. Are you straight up? Are you telling me the truth, or are you lying to me again? It could be that you've been lied to before. What have I done to the tablecloth? So yeah, and it's about a message of love. Someone telling you that they love you, and you're like, not so sure about that. And it's about your healing. You've got to heal that too. So you could be expecting the same old crap as you've had before. And I really don't think that that's going to come through, especially if you've been doing the inner work. Of course, the same old crap's going to happen if you haven't been doing the inner work, because you need the same lessons. But if you've been doing the inner work and you're aware of what your patterns are, and you're not going to slip into those holes again, then why are you expecting the same to happen again? Because your energy is different. They're going to manifest something different. Movement into balance. Yeah. We're moving into balance. We're all at different stages of that. Moving into balance. So just be open. Like, so what am I available to now? What's available to me now with my level of letting go, with my vibration that I've got? Don't expect the same old crap as before, because that will leave you wary if you're expecting that same crap before. You know, and we've got to realize our energies changed, other people's energies have changed as well. And so just let them show you, and then believe them when they show you. Yeah? Don't get focused on their potential, who they could be, that kind of thing, and fall in love with an idea of them. Don't do that. So yeah, we've got some wariness going on there as we move into balance with all of these relationship kind of healing stuff. So the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Materials, the universe isn't in a hurry with this, but it is stepping in. Fate isn't trying to, fate isn't going, oh no, they've got to get together now because they've got an important job to do and they need to do it now. It's not doing that. The universe is cool about it all. So give us some more about this. This slow, steady wins the race, and that's what fate wants from us, just to keep on going. We're doing well, is what I'm hearing. We are doing well in this. Too many. Let's try that again. Why the Wheel and the Knight of Materials here? Give us more on this, please. Wow, there's a lot to clarify in this one now, because we've got so many tarot cards out. Changes, the Wheel. It's all about changes. It's about fate stepping in and changes happening, but it's slow change happening. So, as I said, you're going to have to be patient with that. There is no rush, but it is happening slowly. 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands. We're waiting for this arduous journey to end, the struggle to end. I think it is ended. We're waiting for this new offer to come in. We're just waiting for something to happen, right? Come on. It's like, next stage. Come on. Let's do something now. Let's get moving. Let's get this relationship up. Let's get this new job. Let's start this new business. Whatever I'm here to do, let's just do it now. Let's get something started, because we've been waiting around for a long time this year for things to get going, you know? Give us more on this, please. It is perception. We need to change our perception to get things going. Right. As I said, if you're waiting for that struggle journey to end, I'm hearing that has already ended. So you've got to change your perception. It has already ended. Sure, you might be waiting for the new to come in, this new offer to come in. But if you change your perception, you're going to see things differently. Okay, so let's find out what's going on in our collective love lives this week. What's the general energies in love this week? Let's see. Wow, that was out fast. Pay attention to the red flags. This is an interesting card. The red flags, it could be in someone else, but it could be in you too. And whenever I've got this card out recently, it's generally been about ourselves. My readings are about ourselves generally, not about the other person. So pay attention to your red flags. Are you committing too soon? This Queen of Cups could have red flags, right? She gives too much and she doesn't look after herself. She juggles things for everyone else, doesn't prioritize herself. That's a red flag when people do that. Now, this anger of it not happening soon enough or whatever is going on because your partner has something to deal with and it makes you angry that they've actually got something going on in their lives. Whatever this anger is, that's a red flag in you as well. Being triggered by something, being taking offense at something, or being angry because somebody isn't quite perfect enough for you, that kind of thing. That's a red flag in you rather than in them. We all have lives, we're human beings, and so it's natural to have stuff going on. It's not fair to expect everyone to be ready at the same time and be perfect. We're not perfect, they don't need to be perfect either. That's what unconditional love is about, loving people where they're at. If you're waiting for perfection from yourself or from another, you're going to be waiting forever because that's not self-love, that's not loving, it's not unconditional love there. So it could be that you have that you're taking offense at something and you need to look at that. What could your red flags be here? This healing about a love message coming in, the wounded warrior. As you move into balance, you're expecting the old stuff. That's kind of a red flag too, isn't it? Expecting the worst of someone, treating someone like your ex, expecting like, is that whole energy of the policeman expecting everyone to be up to no good, that kind of thing, you know. The Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Materials, this is about patience. So maybe you're really impatient and that's a red flag of yours. So there is kind of, we might think we're being patient, we're waiting for something else to happen in the world, we're waiting for this other to come in, we're waiting for the struggle to end and all of that. But really we're waiting for ourselves to sort these last little bits of crap out, these red flags that we've got within ourselves. And it could be our perception as well of this struggle, this life struggle thing that I do really feel is over already. So let's get some clarity on that. Why are we dealing with red flags within ourselves? Why pay attention to the red flags? Believe in the impossible. Right, so it could be disbelief, and perception is one of our red flags, that we're expecting the worst. We're expecting the crap of the past to come up in a new person again or in our person again. We're expecting it to go wrong. We're not positive. We need to believe in the impossible. We need to believe that our dreams are going to come true. It's so important because we get what we believe in, right? We do, we get what we believe in. Let's get some more cards out about that as well for our love lives. So I think there's going to be big shifts in our love life, but we are still getting ready for it ourselves, believing in it and being positive about it. So every time I let go of mine, I am being brought back to it again, but having to be even more positive about it and expecting the best. Humility. Oh, wow. You've developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. Yes, we've got to realize that. We can't, the law of attraction isn't cut and dry kind of thing because we're not individuals. We're part of the whole, and we can't separate ourselves out and say, well, I'm vibrating this, I should be able to get perfection for myself. It doesn't work like that. We're part of the whole. So developing humility this week in that, believing in the impossible, but also not expecting perfection. Let's get some of these out. So I am going to get, we'll get one of these out as well for each star sign too, as we get into those. Boat. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So we do have movement in our love lives this week. How much movement, I don't know, because we do have the Knight of Materials there, that slow moving one, where fate's getting involved there. Right, let's get some of these tea leaf cards out. Find out what else is going on today. Not today, this week for everybody. What else have we got to pay attention to this week for the collective? What else do we need to pay attention to this week for the collective? What else have we got going on? Oh, wow. Okay, we've got bird flying. News is on the way. We do have incoming messages coming in with the Ace of Materials, the Page of Emotions. A lot about love. This could be about a job as well. The Ace of Materials, it could be a job offer, an opportunity. It could be people recognizing that kind of thing. The Ace of Materials, it's a golden opportunity. And so we do have news, incoming news, bird flying there. So pay attention to the news that comes in. I do feel like it's very important for next 20 years, I just heard. The next 20 years of your life, the news that's coming in this week is important for that. Got dog far away, distant friend is thinking of you. Now, this could be about your love life. They could be at a distance. Your person could be at a distance at the moment, but they are thinking about you too. It could be about emotionally distant as well, going through very different things. There is that anger involved with getting this relationship together. Negative emotion involved there, so you could be getting very frustrated in this. And it could be because of distance that, or emotional distance, both going through very different things. Wow. Fire. Now we have the fire in that foxfire as well. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. We've got some extremes, but we've got a lot of emotion coming through this week. Yeah, it could be frustration. Oh, but the universe wants to take it slowly. Fate wants to take us to take it slowly. Let's get another one of these out. Moon, changes in your life. Oh, another 3 popped out, so let's take them all. Must be for a reason. Right, Moon. So changes in your life. Change is happening. It might be happening too slowly for your liking. It just depends how far along you are and whoever else is involved. It's not just about you this time, it's whoever else is involved. Relationships. That's why relationships can be the trickiest thing, like romantic relationships. There's someone else and their karma and what they're going through and their progression in life involved in it too. And they're not always an exact match to us. I wanted to say something else about that too. So yeah, changes are happening. I can't remember what I was going to say. We've got ear, good news. Good news is coming in. We do have that news is on the way, and it's good news that's on the way as well. That's a good qualifier for us to know. Involvement with the law here. I'm getting this for this dog far away thing. So whoever you've got a riff from at the moment, or it's not quite coming together, there could be involvement with the law, not necessarily the police and that kind of thing. They're thinking of you, but they're having to deal with something. It could be like getting a divorce or something like that, dealing with the law. Selling a house is dealing with the law too. Anything that involves like lawyers, solicitors, documents, legal documents, that kind of thing. So that might give you a bit of a clue as to why there's still this distance between you. Dog. Protection from a powerful friend. It's also a loyal heart as well, the dog. So let's put that with that as well. Interesting energies. So we do have positive progression forward this week. Let's get some of these out. Wow. Let's get one more. Right. Okay, so we're starting out with the womb. The womb card has been coming out a lot, and it's about the sacred feminine. Who's the sacred feminine? She's the one that is in between worlds, really. She's the one who births things from the spirit world into this world here that we've got, as in physically having a womb, bringing babies through. But she's also holding some visions for the future as well. So if you imagine like a household and the woman in the household, she might be the one that has the vision for the future, keeping everyone together, that loving, that nurturing, that Queen of Cups. And so the woman is the one at the moment that is actually birthing a new reality. Interesting. So it's like the woman is the divine feminine is the one who's kind of leading the way of what is going to be created next in the world. So it's almost like the men have had their time now and we've lived that, and that's been very interesting. There's been lots of technological advances and all kinds of great things. We're living in a very easy way now in the majority of the world, aren't we? There's been a lot of great things. If you think, just like look back 50 years ago, when I was born, wow, the world's so different now. So we have benefited from that. But now we progress from there, and then the woman, the feminine inside us, has a new view of the world now. Well, yeah, we've done all of that, but everyone's kind of isolated from each other, and there's a new feminine perspective on it. Like, wouldn't it be great if we took what we have now and then we added this love and or whatever it is, whatever the feminine is dreaming up. We're pregnant with that at the moment. We're birthing it in from the spirit world, and spirits behind that too. It's very interesting, and I think that's why those divine masculines, divine feminines are coming together in the form of twin flames at the moment. Well, the universe is trying to get us together anyway. The siren. This is about the feminine projecting her heart energy out there, her wishes. It's like a big boom, like, this is what I want. Bring it to me now. I've been waiting for ages. Bring it to me. I know what I want. I know what I want now. And she's putting that song out. She's putting a heart song out there, and the universe is hearing it, and everyone else is hearing it too. So, yeah, the universe is listening. You don't need to keep on asking for it because that energy is out there. You've asked for it already. And that's the feminine inside of all of us as well. It might get a bit confusing, especially if you don't know much about this concept of us having both the masculine and feminine side of ourselves, especially when we're talking about the divine. The divine feminine, the divine masculine, we probably don't even know what it is yet because we are learning all the time what it is. We know what the toxics are, don't we? The toxic masculine, controlling, overly logistical, just leaving the emotions out of it, like don't even feel anything, don't cry, that kind of stuff. That's the toxic masculine, like narcissistic, all of that stuff. And toxic feminine, what's she like? Well, she's very manipulative, using emotions to manipulate. Yeah, toxic. And we have all of that. We all have the toxic masculine, toxic feminine inside of us. Well, what's the divine masculine, divine feminine? We're finding that out now. We're on a constant path of evolution upwards. There's never, there's never an end. There's no ending to it. The universe is constantly expanding. We are constantly evolving. It's getting better and better. We take what we have and then we build on it. And what I've been channeling in the last forever is the reason that we've lost her story. We've only got his story now. We've only got the masculine's version of events from the past. It's actually a good thing that we've lost her story because we've got nothing to go back to. We can't go back to the way it was, kind of thing, because we don't know what that is. It wasn't recorded. So we get to create something new. We get to find out what do we want the divine feminine to be now? What do we want this new balance to be? And we get to birth that now. So there's a lot going on in our wombs at the moment, both men and women, in the divine feminine wombs, not wounds. And the siren is our energy, is putting it out there, our wishes, what we want for the world now. The light workers I'm talking about, not everybody, not the muggles. The universe might be go looking down and going, oh, isn't that sweet? Yeah, the muggles want that. But no, it's the light workers. It's those that are going to be part of a divine union that are really being heard at the moment. The leaders. The river. Emotions are running high because we've got one foot in the muggle world and one foot in this divine world. We know we're divine, we know that, right? But we've also got to live in this world too, and it might be very disappointing that those of us that are spiritual, have been doing the inner work, we've not been recognized yet, and we certainly haven't been getting the abundance, right? I've been so lucky that I've been able to do this professionally for the last 20 years without having to do anything else. But it's only just now that true abundance is kicking in. And so it's like, I had to wait all of that time. And I feel like a lot of this reading is about that. And this week it could be annoying that you've been waiting so long, right? But we needed to get ready. We needed to get prepared beforehand. for all of this. So let's do it. Let's get the clarification for each star sign now. Now we've got all of that. Yeah, just be prepared this week that it could be an emotional one, a bit of an emotional roller coaster, with waiting and also with news coming in too, the good news coming in. It can all, positive emotions coming in. What you've been waiting for could be coming this week for some of you. Some of us still have to wait. Right. What am I getting? So I'm going to do clarifications for all of these, all of the tarot columns here, what it is for each star sign. Then I'm going to get a romance angel card out for each too. And I'm going to get one of these Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards out as well for each sign. And I'm also going to get one of these out as well. These tea leaf Oracle cards out as well, like I did last week, because I love these cards. It's my new deck and I love it. So let's do it. Starting off with Aries. Aries, what is this Queen of Cups and the Two of Materials about for you? Forgiving yourself and I am limitless. So it's your past ways in the divine, the feminine past ways that you've had, toxic or divine. Maybe the overgiving thing, maybe, all of that stuff that I was talking about before. You're actually limitless, and maybe you're just stepping into that limitless nature of who you are now. And you need to forgive yourself for the past. The only way that we learn about empowerment and about reciprocation and all of that is by being challenged by it in the first place. So it was right that you were challenged by it so that you could learn from it. Some people don't learn. Some people never learn it. So it was good that you learned that, Aries. So it's more like this week is more about forgiving yourself for the past and letting that go and realizing that you've actually learned more than you realize. Let's move that crystal. So Aries, what about this Magician and the Two of Emotions? What's making you angry here? What's frustrating you about this romance that you're manifesting? Again, you've got to forgive self. Wow, a lot of self-forgiveness to do for Aries this week. It says don't worry about it. So you're overly invested in it, trying to make it work, trying to manifest it. The Magician, it's like, what can I do now? You don't need to do anything. You just let it go. Stop worrying about it. Just forgive yourself. Like there's other people involved. Like I said, it's not pure law of attraction. We're not standalone creatures. We're not lone rangers here. We're part of the collective. We're part of the whole. Other people are involved, especially when it's a two of emotions, a relationship that we're talking about. So just go easy on it. It's not all up to you. So forgive yourself on that and stop worrying about it. Stop trying to manifest it. You're trying to manifest it too much there. So you might be taking action on it to manifest it, but it's probably that you just focused on it. What can I change within myself? How can I change my vibration to bring it in? That kind of stuff. You just don't need to do that. You're doing too much. So the Nine of Wands and the Page of Emotions, a love offer coming in and that causing you to shut down. What is this about? Surrender. So you've had guidance already to surrender something, to let something go from the past. This could be wariness about people cheating. It could be wariness about reciprocation. It could be all kinds of things, but whatever it is for you, you've had the guidance to let that go now already. When that guidance card comes out, you've already had that guidance to let it go. And so that wounded warrior, you don't need to be wounded anymore. You can just let it go and expect something different now. So the Wheel and the Knight of Materials for Aries. This is about trusting yourself and awareness. Awareness that the universe does want to take things slowly. It wants to make firm foundations, right? You want to make firm foundations too, Aries. You don't want to just dash into it. And so trust yourself on that. You can bide your time. You can take things slowly too. Yeah, in an instant kind of a world, we're used to instant gratification now. I can't remember what's our attention span now. I don't know, a lot of you watch my long videos, so some of you, we've got better attention span than the majority, but it's only seconds now. It's people's attention spans. And so in an instant world like that, we need to make sure that we spend more time and are patient for the important stuff, because it's not going to be instant gratification. The instant gratification stuff isn't worth having. Have you noticed that? It's not worth having. Whether it's food, whether it's sex, whether it's information, the instant stuff, It's not worth having. Yeah, relationships. So 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands, Ace of Materials, waiting for this golden opportunity, but you want the end of this struggle part, Aries. You've got gentle okayness and self-love, so you are still working on yourself. You're still working on that self-love thing. And be okay about that too. You're loving yourself more. You can always take that to the next level. It's never going to be lost, right? Even if you don't need to for this relationship or the golden opportunity that you want next, the job, the location move, whatever it is that you're waiting for, Aries, even if you don't need it to manifest that, self-love, you can't love too much. You can't love yourself too much. So Aries, what's going on in your love life? Let's find out. You're paying attention to the red flags. And what else, Aries? What's going on for Aries in the love life? Anything? Anything significant happening for Aries in the love life? Oh. Hang on. I don't want two, I just want one. That one. Forgiving and learning. Yeah, that sounds about right for you, Aries. Especially because all of this, there was self-forgiveness going on a lot in everything else. All of your other cards here. So you're releasing the past so that you can expect better in the future. So you could have movement forward just depending on how much release you're doing and that self-love thing that you're doing. But there's a lot of self-forgiveness to do this week. What else can you tell us about Aries love life? Forgiving and learning, that could be in a relationship too, that you're forgiving and learning, you know, someone to forgive. Could be your twin flame that you need to forgive. Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Beautiful card for you to have there, Aries. Unconditional love, like I was saying, based on self-love, right? Before you can love another unconditionally, you've got to love yourself unconditionally too, and that means a self-love thing. So all about self-love for you this week, which means that not a lot might be happening for you, Aries, on the relationship front. Let's get one of these out for you. Take that cat hair out. Okay. Aries, you got a firecracker. Woo, excitement. Something's happening. So you could be getting that Ace of Materials coming in, the news coming in. It's a good thing coming in there for you. An exciting week for you. Wow, so something is happening. That's for sure. Something's happening for you this week, Aries. Taurus, what about you? What's this Queen of Cups and the Two of Materials? What are you learning about that feminine side of yourself that hasn't necessarily been the best for you? Oh, nice. I'm Taurus, by the way. Relax and love. Relax about it. Taurus, this is about you questioning how loving you are. Like, am I being loving enough? Is that why I don't have the relationship that I want? So you're asking yourself, am I Queen of Cups enough? Maybe I'm not Queen of Cups enough. I need to be more in my heart. I need to be cracked open. I need to be more open-hearted. There's something wrong with me. I'm not loving enough. He's just saying, relax about that, Taurus. You're fine. You love just fine. Don't worry about that. It's not that. Relax about it. So you're just questioning yourself. There's nothing wrong. That's what this is saying, Taurus. You're doing great. So don't worry about that stuff. So the Magician and the Two of Emotions, you're trying to manifest this relationship. You and me both, Taurus. Oh, and guidance and listen. Guidance and listen. Keep on following your guidance. Keep on following your guidance. Keep on following your guidance. It's going to bring you back all the time to your heart. And so you might be getting sidetracked by different kinds of guidance. You might be picking cards out, watching too many readings, that kind of thing. It might start scaring you. But then when you let go, you get brought back to that same guidance, the way that you feel inside, what feels good to you. You are manifesting this relationship, Taurus. You just need to keep on listening to your guidance. I get this so much. I'll watch other people's readings and stuff, and it scares me and think, oh yeah, I should just let go of it and I should move on. And then my readings bring me back. And my guides keep on saying, why are you listening to other people's readings? We're giving it you to directly, Claire. Like, listen to that. And I'm getting that for you too. Keep on listening to your own guidance. Your own guidance is how you feel within your own heart, what feels right to you. So watch out in trying to manifest it too much by trying to change yourself, trying to love more, all of that. You don't need to do that. You're just fine as you are. Now, what's this Nine of Wands? What you worry about from the past? What do you need to heal, Taurus? Romance and innocence. You're innocent. You're loving enough. Right. So you're trying to heal yourself from something that isn't even existing. So you're questioning yourself. You think, I've done something wrong in the past. I'm not innocent. There's something wrong with me. I'm not loving enough. I'm not loving right. It's not happening for me, that kind of thing. But you are. You already are. It's like Taurus is. You're ready. Stop. But you've got to love yourself more. You've got to stop beating yourself up. You've got to tell yourself that you're fine. You're innocent. You deserve that love and that romance that you want. So don't be so wary of yourself, really, Taurus. So the Wheel and the Knight of Materials, what's this for you, Taurus? Oh, blame, and who is aware? Blaming the universe? Blaming yourself. Who are you blaming? Who are you blaming for things not happening fast enough? Who is it that you're blaming? Yourself? Someone else? Someone else involved? The universe? You've got an awareness here. It's got something to do with fate. But you're placing the blame somewhere, and I feel like you've got to release that this week, Taurus. Release that blame game that's going on for the slowness of it. Sometimes we pick something outside of ourselves, don't we, that we're not in control of to make us feel better. So it's the economy, it's the government, it's COVID, it's this, it's that, just to make us feel better. But just watch out for that. It's hindering you. It's keeping you away, or it's slowing down the fate thing here. Not that you can speed it up, Taurus. You can't. You've just got to wait for it. So the Ten of Wands, you wanting something to be over and this new start to happen. What is it for you, Taurus? It's about feeling in yourself. So you've got to appreciate self and trust myself. So you've got to, it's the fight within yourself. You've got to stop fighting yourself this week, Taurus. That's the struggle that you're in. You're struggling with yourself, trying to manifest it all. You're the creator. You are a master manifester, Taurus, when you're in your element. You've got to appreciate that and trust yourself. But you're not always in control of it, right? You can't always have it your own way and your own timing. So be a bit easier on yourself this week, Taurus. What's going on in your love life, Taurus? Let's see. Paying attention to the red flags, as everyone else is. The red flags that are inside of ourselves. Don't forget, Taurus. We're all dodgy. And I'm not one of those readers that thinks that it's just everyone else that's wrong, you know, like karmic relationships. So everything's karmic relationship, really. But karmic relationships, they're the bad one, you know. No, we've all got crap going on. We all give each other lessons. Oh, honeymoon, Taurus. It might be going on for you this week. Are they coming in? Is your person coming in and you're in this honeymoon phase, enjoying the company of each other, loving each other, getting to know each other again if you've been apart for a while, connecting? It's beautiful. Beautiful energy. So that could be reunion. It could be, I like you. Oh, I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Want to date. That's really nice. Taurus, you got it going on this week. The romance thing is happening for you. Interesting. So maybe you are successful this week in appreciating yourself and letting go of all of that stuff, not being so hard on yourself. Your person comes in, you end up having this honeymoon time with them, and it's amazing. And they tell you, oh yeah, I was just waiting on this thing. It wasn't you after all. It wasn't you and your energy. It wasn't that you weren't loving enough. And you find out from them that. Bridge. Taurus, successfully overcoming a problem. Cool. So you're successful this week. You've overcome a problem that you've been going through this week. That's awesome to know. So that's your guidelines, what I just said about all of that stuff. That's your guidelines of how to successfully overcome this problem. It's about self-love, Taurus. It's always about self-love. But for you, it's about going easy on yourself this week. Gemini, what about you? What's this Queen of Cups? What is it in the feminine thing that you need to be wary of this week? Like feminine, wary of. Within ourselves, I mean. It's blame and respect. Right. Okay. So it's all about self-respect for you, Gemini. And so when we're talking about the feminine, the Queen of Cups here, when she's juggling things and she's not respected, right? Maybe she's the only person in the house doing anything. Everyone else sits down while the woman's doing everything, right? That slave woman. And so what's going on there? Who are you blaming about that? If that's you, who are you blaming for that? What is that? Because I've been in that situation. I've been that woman. And it was me. It was me volunteering to do that and not asking everyone else to do it, you know, until I got to the point where I did ask everyone else to do it. So, look, there's how many adults in this house? I'm not the only one. So, come on, everybody. And then I stopped doing it for them. So, when I got enough self respect to actually live by myself and just do it for myself, if they weren't going to, you know, it could be something like that. So, you're blaming other people for not respecting you, but it's about self-respect. You've got to give it to yourself first. You've got to respect yourself and remove yourself from those situations. It's very hard to get respect out of someone that's disrespecting you because they're just going to carry on disrespecting you. And it's not about you. It's about how they feel about themselves. It's about their self-respect. Someone that doesn't respect themselves can't respect other people. They don't have it within them. So you've got something going on, Gemini, with your Queen of Cups, with that loving and giving, but she's not getting respected for it. And so there's something to uncover there in yourself, of why you're not respecting yourself. Why don't you pull back from that? Why do you keep on doing that? The Magician and the Two of Emotions. So you're really trying to manifest this romance. You've got the respect card out again, respect and completion. Interesting. So it's your battles with this self-respect that is stopping you from manifesting this. So it's not about trying to manifest the relationship. It's not about focusing on how loving you are and all that kind of stuff. It's not about your vision boards. It's not about you calling out and asking and praying, asking the universe for it. That's not going to magician it. It's not going to manifest it. You've got to keep on working on this respect thing that I've just talked about. That is what is going to allow you to move forward. So it's complex, right? We've got, the universe is always going to tell us what our next step is to getting what we want, but we've got to listen to that and not think we can override it just by doing that manifestation stuff, you know. So Gemini, what's this Nine of Wands and the Page of Emotions? The love offer comes in, it makes you guarded. It's about communication. Interesting. Communication for you and finding a new approach in communication. So you've got, you're not on the same page in communication with your person. A love offer comes in, or a message of love comes in, and you're wary about it. You're like, I love you. No, you don't love me, do you? There's some communication that's just not happening, or you're just not on the same page with the communications. You need a different approach. Now, this could be like stop messaging each other and call each other, or face to face or something. It could be like that kind of approach. You need to stop communicating in that way and find another way to communicate. It could be that, or it could be about the way that you're communicating too. I mean, the words that you're using and stuff like that. Or it could be the way that you're taking it. You could be taking what they're saying in a way that you would say it if you were them, but you're not them. Maybe you need to ask what they mean by things instead of assuming. Gemini. What's this Wheel and the Knight of Materials for you, Gemini? It's about being supported. So the universe wants to support you in this. It is supporting you in this. You are appreciated in it. It's interesting that communication has come out for Gemini, I mean. For you specifically, Gemini, because I tend to think of Geminis as the communicator, yeah? I'm Gemini rising, and that, you know, there's a lot of psychics that are Gemini rising, right? Because we're the messengers. So we're all about communication. Not necessarily the best at it, though, yeah? So you are appreciated. The universe is trying to help you in all of this, but it's slow, slow, slow. And it's okay that it's slow, Gemini. Just allow that support in. Allow yourself to be supported. Ask for help. You are appreciated. Now, what's this Ten of Wands and the Ace of Materials? You're wanting a fresh start, a golden opportunity to come in, and you're wanting the end of the struggle. Cool. You've got a celebrating piece with this. And so you do have the ending of a struggle here. So you are having something coming in this week, Gemini. A golden opportunity comes in, you're celebrating that, and it brings you a lot of peace as well. That's great news for you. What's going on in your love life, Gemini? Let's see. What's going on for Geminis? True love. Wow. True love, Gemini. This is the romance of a lifetime. it says. Wow, that's great. So you could have movement forward in your love life. But that's what the golden opportunity could be this week for you, Geminis. Yay! Self-indulgence has come out with that. Self-indulgence. Focus on self, self-worth, self-respect for sure. Time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So appreciate yourself. Focus on the self this week rather than your love life. But I do feel like something is happening, or it could be about self-love, you being the true love. And when you really commit to yourself and you're loving yourself properly, respecting yourself properly, that love comes in to reciprocate that and do the same for you. So let's get one of these out for you, Gemini. What else have you got going on? A bag. You got the bag, which is something important, such as a new job or a raise. You do have something coming in. This Ace of Materials, you're not just waiting for it this week, it's actually coming in for you, this golden opportunity. So it's a big thing too. Big relationship, big opportunity, big job opportunity, that kind of thing. That's great. The Gemini. Right, what about Cancer? Cancer, what have you got going on? What is this Queen of Cups? So what is it you've got to sort out in the feminine in you there? What are you juggling with there? Integrating. Weight. Judgment separates. The judgment of the feminine within you. So you're judging yourself, Cancer, about your inner feminine. Are you loving enough? Are you giving enough? Are you nurturing enough? Am I feminine enough? That kind of thing. You're judging yourself. And this is saying wait. Wait for it. It feels like someone's going to tell you that you are enough. So it could be that you're not in a relationship at the moment. You're waiting for a relationship to come in and you're asking yourself, just like Taurus is kind of as well. You might have some Taurus in your chart. Check out theirs. You might be asking yourself, am I good enough? Am I loving enough? Am I open enough? Am I feminine enough? All of that stuff. Well, just wait. Someone's going to come in and tell you that you are. So don't judge yourself so much. Don't question yourself so much in that. So the Queen of Cups is questioning yourself there instead of just trusting yourself. You're loving enough. You are. You are enough. Cancer, you're enough. So the Magician, you're trying to manifest this relationship, the Two of Cups relationship. And it says, I am heard and face the situation. All right, so there's something to face. You've been asking, you're trying to manifest it, you're asking for it, you're asking for it, you're asking for it. Yes, the universe has heard you, but what it's trying to get you to do is giving you the next step to that, but you're having to face that situation. So what guidance has been coming in? What keeps them being put in front of your face? That's the thing that you need to face. So there's something else that you need to face. It's not necessarily to do with a relationship. It could be about your confidence, it could be about reciprocation, it could be about self-respect, it could be about anything really. But something has been put in front of you, something you've been shying away from facing. It could be shadow work. So it could be about something you're judging yourself for, thinking it's a badness of you, and you're not loving yourself for that and realizing that you're a human being and it's okay to have everything inside of you, because we do. We have everything inside of us. We have every single one of the tarot cards inside of us. Each and every one of us does. There's none of these tarot cards that are bad cards at all. We have it all inside of ourselves, and we can love ourselves for that. Instead of judging ourselves thinking, oh, the devil is a bad card. Well, it's not. The devil can be a good card too. It's like the Tower is a bad card. I'm disruptive. I cause problems for people. No. We trigger things in people. We help people to learn and stuff like that. There's always a positive to it. And yeah, so the shadow work is about recognizing that and not judging yourself for it, but loving yourself for it. So the Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior. Communication is coming. So this page of emotions, it's communication about love. It is coming in for you this week, and you've got to believe in yourself. And so believe in yourself. You've done the work. You've healed those wounds somewhat, enough to expect different this time. And so try and be open about it. Try and just see what's available now instead of expecting the worst again, expecting the same old to come through. The Wheel and the Knight of Material. So fate's getting involved here, but it's slowing things down. It's about intimacy. So it is going well. You are on the path to that relationship that you want, but it is slow. Yeah, fate is making sure it's slow so that you're both ready in time. You are still getting ready, Cancer, but it's going well toward that intimacy that you want. Ten of Wands, you're wanting the struggle to be over and you want this new opportunity to come in. Give us more about that. Oh, sex. Accept the unexpected. And so it could be not a karmic relationship, but it could be a temporary relationship coming in for you before the big one. There could be something else that you need to learn. It could be a short-term sexual relationship coming in, the end of struggle. Maybe you've been single for a long time and you just need to unleash your sexual energy again, open up in that way again. Could be why you're feeling a bit closed-hearted at the moment too. Often happens for me that before a big relationship comes in, I will have a one-night stand or something like that. Because generally I'm celibate for a long time. And then, and then when I'm ready for a new relationship, there tends to be something that breaks me open, someone that breaks me open first kind of thing, gets me back into that sexual energy, and then the relationship comes in. Almost like I need to release that energy. So that could be you too. Let's find out what's going on in your romantic life, Cancer. Wedding. Wow. You are headed toward, if you're not in it already or getting married already, you are headed toward that relationship that you really want, that commitment, that marriage. Someone that's just completely right for you. Wow. That's great news, Cancer. Let's get one of these out for you. So you could be bringing that relationship in this week, some of you Cancers, and the one that you're going to marry. And what was I going to say? Some offer of commitment could be coming in this week for you. Or you're being led toward that way anyway. Both of you. Remember, partnerships. Not just about what you're manifesting, it's about what they're manifesting too. So there's got to be a bit of leeway there. Mask. Okay, what does this say? Mask. Not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. The mask. Just watch out for that. If you do want this commitment and the wedding, be upfront about that. Tell them about it. So you might both be hiding your intentions. You might both want to get married, but you're scared that the other one might not want to. So I better not admit that I want to get married. Don't hide behind a mask there. Reveal your true feelings. It's interesting because you had that intimacy card out, so it could be that you kind of hiding some of yourself instead of revealing all of yourself. That could be what you need to face this week. Okay, let's get one of these out. Find out what else is going on for you. Cancer? What's going on for you this week? Success. Woo! I like it. Great success this week. Something's happening. Something really good is happening for you this week. Could very well be news, very positive news about a relationship or moving forward in a relationship. Good on you. Who's next? Leo. Leo, what's this Queen of Cups and the Two Materials? What's up in the air with you about your feminine side? Forgive them and follow my knowing. Oh, this could be past life stuff too. So people that have persecuted you because of your femininity or just because you're a woman, it could be, or your femininity. So you could be a man, and whenever you've expressed your emotional side, you've been persecuted for it. You've been told that you're wrong. This is about intuitively knowing that your feminine side is right and then forgiving them for that persecution. The reason I said it could be a past life thing is because this could be like memories of you being burned at a stake for doing readings. I have that one. And yeah, there's a lot of forgiveness to do there. But how toxic masculine can you get? Burning a woman because she's got feminine traits. See, I'm angry about it. So I've got some of this to do too. Forgiveness about that. Something about your intuition and being persecuted for it. Wow. Heavy. Leo. The Magician, you're trying to manifest this in this major relationship. Right. Yes. Get support and allow. So Leo, with you, it's all about reciprocation. So maybe you've had relationships in the past where you've not received as much. You've been giving more than they've given. And now you want this reciprocal relationship coming in, and that's what you're trying to manifest. But in order to manifest it, you need to allow support in not just in those romantic relationships, but in every part of your life. And so the universe is trying to teach you how to allow support into your life in other aspects of your life too. You don't want to practice this kind of thing in romantic relationships because you collect a lot of baggage in that. Practice it in your home first, in your job, in your friendships. Just work on a tally system for a while. Like, I message them, I'll wait for them to message me. And that feels like robotic and it feels like unloving and ungiving. But if you do that for a while, you realize some of them are one-sided. Some you're just giving, 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 giving. You never receive back. So if you just make it a, I've done one thing, wait for it to be reciprocated before I give back. Other people could just be living at a different pace than you, might not have as much free time as you. So you could be messaging all the time, and they would message you, but not as much as you're messaging them. And so if you just work on that tally system for a while, Leo, you might get where your imbalances are and where you need to hold back and stop overgiving and all of that. And you might be surprised at just how much you do receive, but you might need to slow down and all of that. You can't get more by giving more. Nine of Wands, Page of Emotions. So you're a little bit wary about something that you're unhealed about, and it's a message of love that comes in. Oh, it's about feeling good enough for success. Right, so a message of love comes in and you don't quite believe it. It's like a compliment. It's like you work or something. You do some work and then someone says, "Can I give you feedback?" And you're like, "Oh," you're like this. Yes, you can give me feedback. What you're really expecting is criticism, right? Because you've been wounded. You've been wounded because you've been criticized before. So this is about letting yourself be praised, letting yourself feel good enough. That's you not feeling good enough when you're feeling wary that someone's going to complain, you know? Someone gets back to you about a reading that you gave and you're just expecting them to want a refund and that it's all criticism. And it's not, it's praise that comes in. So yeah, you are good enough for that success that you want. So a love message comes in and you're not quite believing it because you don't feel good enough. Work on that. You are good enough already, Leo. The wheel. So fate's getting involved and it's slowing things down. What's this about? Oh, it's about jealousy. It's about you shining brightly, Leo. So, and then being worried about how other people will take that. So it's like you're trying to take yourself down a notch or two. And you might have other people trying to take you down a notch or two as well. Because of that, they could be mirroring that back to you. But you're doing it to yourself just because that not good enough card has come out. And so you need to find a new approach to that. You need to sort it out within yourself. That's why the universe is slowing you down, Leo. Ten of Wands, you want something to be over. You want the struggle to be over and you want a new thing to come in, like a new path to come in. Oh, wow. This isn't happening at the moment for you, and this is why. You've got sabotage and mirror reflection here. So other people have sabotages around you. You've seen it clearly in them, but you're doing exactly the same thing. The universe is trying to show you what you're doing and how you're holding yourself back, how you're sabotaging yourself. You're seeing it in other people around you, so apply that. So you're not at the end of the struggle yet. You're not ready for this new opportunity yet. The opportunities that you're getting are a window into yourself of what's going on inside of you, Leo. Sort that out and then things will start getting moving for you. What's going on in your love life, Leo? Playfulness. Nice. Could be having a lot of fun, flirty party times with friends and romances, and doesn't feel like anything particularly heavy, but let's get one of these out and see. It is. You could have a fun flirty times with your person. It doesn't feel like it from the rest of the cards that came out, though. It doesn't feel like you're quite ready for that yet. Still some inner work to do, Leo. Okay, coffee cup is the one that came out. Could be wanting to go on a date. Meeting and conversing, saving the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. Yeah, lots of stuff about friendships, being playful, new people. You could be flirty with them, could be going on dates, that kind of thing, meeting up with people. It doesn't feel like anything serious yet. It doesn't feel like you're ready for something serious yet for the most of you, Leo. Of course, it's going to be on an individual basis. We are all on different timelines, even if we are the same signs as each other. Let's get one of these out for you. It's come out already. The whale. Great worry over nothing. You're worrying over nothing. What are you worried about, Leo? You're worried. You don't need to worry about it, though. Often we'll worry about money and things like that, and it works itself out. We can't change anything with worrying. So whatever it is you're worrying, it's over nothing. Your worry isn't going to change the outcome of it at all. Well, yeah, there you go. Virgo. What about you? What is this feminine thing in you that's up in the air? Judgment, again, so many people judging themselves, Virgo. Cancer and Taurus, you're in good company. So judgment separates and fulfillment. So you think that you're not getting that love that you want people to fulfill you in that way because you're not loving enough, you're not open enough, you're not feminine enough, all of that. You're just not enough. And it's not true. It's not true at all. You are enough. You are loving enough. You are open enough. And so stop questioning yourself. Stop putting yourself down, Virgo. You are enough. And you can be fulfilled. And you can fulfill someone else as well. You're good at loving, Virgo. Believe it. You're trying to manifest this relationship. What's going on there? What's making you angry, Virgo? Oh, man. Okay, you've got something to let go of here, Virgo. What you resist persists and clear within. You've got something to let go of and you're resisting letting go of it. It's like double resistance here. So you're trying to manifest this relationship, but you've got something in your life that's standing in the way of that. A bond with someone else, something, financial tie with someone else. It could be an addiction. It could be, there's something to release in yourself. And you're resisting actually clearing that out so that you'll be ready. So you've got some kind of a fear. It's making you angry. You probably think that it's something outside of you, that you're not in control of this. But this is telling me that you are in control of it, but you're resisting actually clearing it out. So there's a part of you that wants to cling to your comfort zone and not move forward in this relationship. Ask yourself about that. Maybe meditate on that, Virgo. Wounded warrior. So someone tells you that they love you or something like that, and you're the wounded warrior, you're a bit wary about them. What's this about? Transformation and finding a new approach. Oh, so you're wary. Your wounds, Virgo. You've been transforming them. So it's like you've been healing yourself. Whatever your wounds are that have made you like that, you have been healing yourself and you've been transforming yourself. And now this is saying, like, I don't think you're going to react in the same way. I think you're expecting to react in the same way. That could be why you're holding yourself back and not releasing this thing. You might not feel like you're ready for this communication of love that's coming through in this two of emotions relationship. It could feel like a little bit beyond you. But this is pretty much telling me that you have made that transformation, that you have healed yourself, so you don't need to expect that same wounded warrior kind of an approach, a reaction to it. I feel like you're going to react differently than you think you are. The Wheel and the Knight of Materials. So the universe is slowing you down for some reason. What is this about? Being at peace with your passion. Judging yourself at the moment about your passion. Oh, that's what it could be. So you're wanting to get into this passionate relationship, but you're holding yourself back because the passion might feel overwhelming to you. So you really, really love and want this person. If you know who they are already. The universe is slowing you down because you're not at peace with your passion yet. You're judging yourself for it. I think there's something wrong about it. There's nothing wrong about it. Some shadow work to do there, Virgo. You need to love and accept yourself. There's nothing wrong with your passion at all. And there's nothing wrong with your feelings. Maybe that's why you're questioning yourself as the Queen of Cups too. Like, maybe I shouldn't feel this passionate. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe it's ego. Feelings aren't ego. Ten of Wands and the Ace of Materials. So you want the end of a struggle journey and you want this new opportunity to come in. Tell us more about this for Virgo. Talk to someone and include. You're the one holding the reins there. You're the one that's holding that new golden opportunity away from you, Virgo. You need to include yourself and talk to someone. You need to open that communication up. It's you that's holding yourself back. You're holding this back, Virgo, with all of it. You're keeping yourself in the struggle there. You're clinging to the past somehow. You don't want to let it go. And it's because you're judging yourself. So, yeah, you're the one that needs to set that off and make that communication. For that Ace of Materials, it's in your hands, Virgo. What's going on in your love life, Virgo? Freeing yourself. You've got to let go of something. We had that already with the Magician and the Two of Emotions. You've got to let go of something. You're holding on to something in your past, and it's preventing you from moving forward into this relationship. Take back control of your life. Let it go. You know you're going to anyway. That's what I just heard. You're going to anyway. Do it now. Why not do it now? You're slowing yourself down. Don't need to. Right, let's get one of these out of here, Virgo. Wow. Wow, yes. This is why you're worried, right? Passion, insane chemistry. You're worried about your passionate side. Maybe this is just like a massive, massive relationship for you and you're wary of it. You're scared of it because of that. You like each other equally, having fun. Do it, Virgo. Don't hold yourself back from that. It's amazing. Free yourself. Be ready for it. Let go of that past stuff. Face up to it now. You are good enough and you do deserve it. Period of frustration, Virgo. Funnel. Period of frustration, lessons to be learned. You're still learning some lessons, but you're almost there. Virgo, you're almost there. You're just learning these final lessons. No, it's not going to be final lessons. You're going to get other lessons. But in this, that's stopping you in this relationship, this golden opportunity here. And then it's going to be all go after that. Libra. What's this Queen of Cups and the Two of Materials for you? Things up in the air about your feminine side. Why? Be still, keep quiet, and completion. Letting things blow itself out. Maybe you've stood up for yourself. Maybe you've put an end to things. Maybe you've empowered yourself. Maybe you've said no to this overgiving. Something like that. And then you're just letting the fallout. It's like dropping a bomb and just letting the dust settle after that. Keeping quiet. That's that energy. And so I do feel like you've stood up for yourself from this Queen of Cups. So you could have been overgiving or putting everyone else first, doing things for other people, loving and nurturing them, leaving yourself out, that kind of thing. Put your foot down, you're like, no more of this. And then everyone has a reaction to that. Of course they do. You're doing way too much for them before. So yeah, you do have a completion going on here. You just have to wait for that dust to settle and see if people are going to rearrange themselves, if they're going to step up. If they're not, they need to be out of your life, really. So you've got this Magician and the Two of Emotions here. You're manifesting this amazing relationship that you want. Wow, yes, you are. And you're well on the way if you're doing that stuff that I just said. You've got get what I want and have a good time. You are going to get what you want. It's going to be an excellent relationship. You're on your way to that. Don't worry about it. Let this dust settle. You're following your guidance. You're doing very well, is what I'm hearing, Libra. You are the wounded warrior, though, when it comes to expressions of love coming in. So what's this? Simplicity and joy. Oh, overwhelming happiness. And so someone telling you that they love you, a little bit out of your comfort zone at the moment, it makes you feel a bit too joyful, out of your comfort zone. You might start crying. So this is about you getting used to being even more joyful. Wow, you've got good things coming, Libra, really good things coming. The wheel, you're being slowed down by the universe, though. What's this about? Play and strength and courage. So you're having a good time. You're getting more playful, being lighter on yourself, that kind of thing. You're being slowed down as you're getting stronger in that, stronger in your belief that you deserve it and you can stand up to other people. You maybe say, who are you to have a good time, Libra? Well, who are you not to have a good time? You're a human being too. You deserve to have a good time as much as anyone else. So the end of a struggle, and then you're wanting this new start to happen, this golden opportunity to come in. What's this about? Time alone, create and be artistic. So just get on with things for now. Things are changing. I really feel like you've had a major aha. You've changed something in your life. The dust is settling from that now, and just focus on something else for the time being while you're alone. So you could be waiting for a relationship to come in, but you're alone at the moment. Focus on your money, on your business, that kind of thing. Because there's something good coming. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones, and it's certainly in the cards for you as well. What's going on in your love life, Libra? What's going on in Libra's love life? You've got reconciliation. Nice. Ooh, maybe something is going on in your love life then. I mean, maybe this golden opportunity is coming in for you. Maybe the dust is going to settle. It does feel like you've made big strides to empowering yourself or changing some kind of a dynamic that's been going on in your life, Libra. And that will be a huge stepping stone for you in your relationship journey, for sure. So you've got this reconciliation, someone coming back into your life. The Grim Reaper, the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. Okay, someone to let go. Someone comes back into your life, an ex or something, show you how far you've come. Probably got something to do with this the negative Queen of Cups that you were in before, doing too much. This ex shows up and you're like, what the hell was I with them for? Oh my God, I put up with so much with them. It's that kind of an experience. So it is a reconciliation. It's a reconciliation to show you just how far you come so you can go, wow, I'm awesome. Look how far I've come. Good kind of a reconciliation, that, because it makes you feel good about yourself. Now you've got family matters going on here with a seahorse. So you could have stuff going on in your family. That could be the reconciliation that comes in fact. Family matters. Stuff going on in your family. It's going to be different for all of you there. And Scorpio, what about you? Queen of Cups and the Two of Materials. So something in the feminine, up in the air, the feminine side of yourself. Choose to change and forgive self. So you have been hard on yourself for your feminine side. Maybe you've been feeling overly in your masculine, or Scorpio, maybe you think that your feminine side is a weakness, the emotional side. You've been asked to choose some changes here. Get that balance right for you. We're all different, right? We don't have to be 50-50, feminine, masculine. We just got to get that balance right in ourselves. So forgive yourself for past choices, and especially judgments about that balance. It's going to be on an individual basis, but you could be judging your feminine side is what I'm thinking there. So you're manifesting this amazing relationship, Scorpio. Overwhelming, communicate. Oh, you can't do it. You can't do it by yourself. You can't manifest it all by yourself. Two people involved here. They've got to play their part too. Could be that you're waiting for someone else in this. You can't manifest it for them. You can't change your energy for them. You can't get them to change. You can't do it. It's overwhelming. You're trying to communicate it. You're trying to do it for them is what I'm getting. And you can't do that. You just have to wait, Scorpio, and focus on something else. You can't manifest this because someone else is involved in it and they've got to manifest it too. Wow. Nine of Wands and the Page of Emotions. You're the wounded warrior when it comes to expressions of love. So you're not trusting something there. You're resisting travel. What is that? This is like a new thing. You're resisting a new thing. It feels like to me that you're holding on to someone in the past that you want a relationship with. You're trying to manifest it with them, but you're trying to manifest it for them. And then this travel, it could be going elsewhere, not just travel, but going to another relationship kind of thing. You're wary of that. You're resistant of that. There's something that's keeping you in your comfort zone. You're trying to manifest it with this one person is what I'm feeling. And it's not going to happen with that one person. They're not manifesting it too. So it's like magnets, right? They've both got to be magnetic. You've both got to be doing it equally. And they're not. And so you're resisting moving on. You're resisting this travel. You're wary. So there's something to be healed in the past. What is making you just focus on one person, that one safe person? Because that is something that needs to be healed within you. The resistance to moving on, of getting love from someone else, Why not open up to getting love from the whole universe, Scorpio? Or open up to a new partner. It feels like you've got a new partner waiting for you when you've opened up. So the universe is slowing you down. Why is this? To wake you up and soften and open. Scorpio, stuck in your comfort zone. Oh. The universe is trying to slow you down because it wants you to open up. You've got new things ahead, but it's like someone that won't leave school. You know those people. You know those people that won't leave school. They go from being a student to a teacher, and then they go through all the ranks at school, but they're always still in school. They're always in their comfort zone. It's that kind of an energy here. The universe wants you to wake up and open up. Open yourself up to much more. There's so much more available to you, Scorpio. There's much more available in the world than school. Much more. So, 10 of Wands, you want the struggle to be over and you want this new thing to come in. Yeah, you're being told to listen, be still, keep quiet. The universe is trying to get a message through to you. Listen to it. Be still, keep quiet, meditate, listen to it. The universe is trying to get a message through to you. It's trying to get you to open up and wake up. You can't have that new thing while you're doing the same things, staying in the same comfort zones. You've got to break free of that, Scorpio. What's going on in your love life, Scorpio? Not much by the look of it. Looks like you need to move on to me, but you're not. Let's see. Could be the Release Your Ex card that comes out. What's going on for Scorps? Worth waiting for. Oh, nice. It's worth waiting for. The one that you've got coming in is definitely worth waiting for. It's not the past one. It's not the past one that you're trying to manifest. It's like you're focused on how your love is going to come through, the path to it, that one particular person in this way. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Rose-tinted sunglasses or just sunglasses, you're not seeing things clearly. Could be like blinkers, you know? Wearing blinkers. I can only see this. I only want it from this way. I only want it to come through that way. That's my comfort zone. I will not accept it any other way. Don't love me, anybody. I just want it from this one person here. That kind of thing. You got your sunglasses on. You're not seeing the brightness of what is available to you. It's worth waiting for. Oh, the universe is going to crack you open somehow, Scorpio. Pale. Here it is. Pale. Time to get out of a situation. It's time to move on. I knew it was going to come out somehow. It's time to move on, Scorpio. You've got to let go, open up to the new. Be a fool. Take that leap of faith. There's something much better available to you. It's probably going to happen really fast as soon as you just open up. Sagittarius, what about you? What's this? You're judging some kind, or maybe it's not judgment. Something is up in the air about your feminine side. What is it about? You've got guidance and innocence here. So the feminine side maybe has been persecuted, been put down within yourself. You've learned to do that within yourself. You might be judging your emotional side and putting that down because other people did. And you're innocent in all of that. Someone's taught you to do that. We've all been taught to do that, right? We were all taught that at some point. But our emotional side is very important. It's our guidance system, right? And so, yeah, got the guidance card here. And so you kind of judging your emotions and as your guidance system. So don't judge your emotions anymore. You're innocent in all of that, though. You've been taught messed up ways. We all have. You're trying to manifest this two of emotions, this amazing relationship. Now, you've got to meditate and have a good time. So it feels like you're being a little bit too serious about this, Sagittarius, instead of going for a fun relationship. You can have it all. You can have a committed relationship with a fun person. Seriousness isn't what you're looking for. Commitment's what you're looking for, right? And so meditate on that. You've got seriousness and commitment mixed up. We mix those words up, right? When we're talking about commitment in relationships, we say, are you serious? Are you being serious? Do you want something serious? It's not seriousness that we're after, because that's boring, isn't it? No, we want someone fun. We want to have fun with them, but we want commitment. Very different. So meditate on that, because it's holding back your manifestation. You're unhealed about something. You're a wounded warrior, and it's making you reactive somehow to messages of love that's coming in. Now, encouragement and let go with the flow. So that you've got awareness here of actually accepting love, as if they could be lying to you, or you've been loved before and it didn't turn out well. Maybe you had a parent that didn't know how to love properly, and they kind of made you pay for it. If they gave you some loving, they made you pay for it. You're kind of owing, or there was a sting in it, you know, that kind of thing. Sagittarius, you've got to encourage yourself to accept that love and feel that love and allow yourself to be loved and just go with that flow. Maybe some people can love you, right? Maybe they're not going to do that same thing and hurt you again. Oh, Sag. The universe, fates are slowing you down. Why? Because you don't feel good enough yet. You're not feeling your full brilliance yet. You're not feeling good enough. And so the universe is trying to slow you down. It doesn't really want to get you into a relationship or anything permanent in your life yet, because you're not ready for it yet. You're not feeling good enough. You're going to settle for less than you're actually going to get in the long term. So while you're not feeling good enough or brilliant enough, the universe is slowing you down there and giving you those lessons. Now, you want the end of an arduous journey. You want the end of the struggle. And you want this golden opportunity, divine opportunity is what was coming out of my mouth there to come in. But what's going on with that? You've got connection and compassion. Compassionate connection. Someone that feels sorry for you. Her. Okay. So with everything that I've just said about not feeling good enough and all of that, it could be that you're in a victim kind of an energy, Sagittarius. And someone, some connection, somebody loving on you, offering some kind of a love. It doesn't have to be romance. It could be a friendship, could be a family member, could be anybody. They're offering you compassion, but it's kind of keeping you in that victimhood role. Can be very tempting to get stuck there. I'm a victim, poor me. And then somebody there going, oh, poor you, poor you, poor you. You don't want to get stuck there. It's not a nice place to be stuck in. They're stopping you from moving forward out of it. Just be wary of that. It's not a healthy dynamic, that poor you. It feels like love in the time, and sometimes we need that nurturing, but I feel like this is an ongoing thing, keeping you in that victim role. What's going on in your love life, Sag? Trust. Trust issues within your love life here. And yeah, I can totally get that with that, everything that we've just heard there about you. You got trust issues. Yes, you do. Because of how you've been loved before, you don't quite trust people's love, whether it's real. Like, it's different for everyone, isn't it? Someone can say, I love you. We can all say, I love you, and we'll mean completely different things, and all be feeling very different things when we say that. And so, yes, you can't trust that they're going to have that same motivation or the same feeling that you've got or the same morals or anything, the same, meaning behind it. You can't trust that. You've got to find out how someone's loving you. That's too many. Trust. To build up that trust, you've got to take people as where they are and then let them prove to you whether they can be trusted or not. It's dangerous to just presume that everyone's like us, because they're not, right? They're not. But that doesn't mean shut out all love. It's not like you're the most loving person in the world and everyone else is terrible compared to you, so don't let them love you. We just got to find ways of finding out how they love us, what they mean by that, and giving people time to prove themselves. Maybe you're committing too fast to people, Sag. And then they let you down. It's like, I never should have trusted you. Well, why did you? Maybe you were too soon to trust. Ooh, engagement ring. Wow. It took a long time for that card to come out. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. This is what you want. You're not going to get it with trust issues. You're going to get people that are untrustworthy. Just watch out for that. It was just as I was saying, maybe you're committing too soon. That shows a lack of commitment to yourself. You might be trying to jump into that, thinking that jumping into an engagement, jumping into a commitment, thinking that that ensures love. It doesn't. Work on those trust issues, Sag. Let's get one of these out for you. Yeah, a ring on the finger doesn't ensure anything, really. Kite, vacation. Now, what I'm getting from this is just take a break from it all. Take a break with what you've been doing. Keep on going down that same path. You're going to get to that same place that you were at before. So do things differently. Go on vacation or be like you're on vacation. Going to different places, breaking out of routine, that kind of thing. It'll do the world of good there. Sag this week. Next up is Capricorn. Capricorn, what's this feminine stuff within you? Something up in the air about your feminine side. What is it? Fear of lack. Okay, detachment and fear of lack. So you've got some kind of worthiness thing connected with the feminine traits, or the feminine, your loving ways, your nurturing ways, not valuing those, right? Not valuing the feminine side of yourself. And so you've got to detach from that. It's keeping you in a fear of lack. The feminine traits are valuable. We've got to value ourselves first, right? How many readers are out there doing readings for free? Not me. I value myself. I value the gift that I've got. I value my feminine traits. There's no way I'd do it for free. So you're doing it to yourself. It's the way that you're looking at yourself. Sure, other people have taught you that. Yes, we don't get that from nowhere, but it's our responsibility. like anything. We're going to get hurt by people, but it's our responsibility to heal ourselves. We don't just keep it just because someone else taught it us. It makes no sense. Someone can say that the world's flat, but it's not true. Yeah? We've got to let go of that. So detach from that and start valuing yourself. Start valuing your feminine traits. They are valuable. The universe values it all, not just masculine stuff, all of it. And the Magician and the Two of Emotions, you're manifesting a very important relationship here. Capricorn, but you've got doubt cancels abundance and go for it. So there's something about that femininity, your self-value and your worth that is casting assertions. What am I trying to say there? I don't know what that was that I was just hearing, but it's affecting you negatively, your manifestation. So you're settling for less, or you're expecting less. You're not going for what you really want because you're not valuing that feminine side of yourself. You need to start doing that. You're more valuable than you think, Capricorn. So why the wounded warrior when it comes to people expressing their love to you? I am love, get what I want. This is about somebody that manipulated you, told you that they loved you to get what they want out of you. There was an underhandedness to it, and you were wounded by that. And now you kind of expect it. When someone says that they love you, it's like, what do you want? Someone buys you flowers, what did you do wrong? That kind of thing, yeah? You can have what you want, you can get what you want, but you've got to drop that. Yeah, some people will do that. Absolutely. Manipulative people will do that for sure. Can you pick them now? Can you see who's doing that? Or do you just get totally sucked into it each time somebody tells you that they love you? Up to you to heal that one. Yeah, you can't trust everybody. There are manipulative people out there, but you need to learn to recognize them and learn how to protect yourself and empower yourself in that situation. You don't need to shield yourself from everybody. So the universe is slowing you down. Why? Oh, it wants much more for you. That's why. You've got mirror reflection and expansion. It wants much, much better for you. You deserve much better, Capricorn. So it's slowing you down while you're going through this healing progression so that you can have much more, much better in your life. That's good. Now, you want the end of this struggle of hard times and you want a golden opportunity coming in. Tell us something about this for Capricorn. We've got be vulnerable and communication is coming. So that new opportunity is coming in, but it's going to make you feel vulnerable. Everything that I've just talked about. The universe wants you to step up and get so much more for yourself, but you're not feeling good enough. You're not valuing yourself enough. So you're going to feel vulnerable as you're getting used to that. All about self-value, this. But something is coming in. You've got incoming this week. It's going to take you to that next level. It's not everything, Capricorn, because you're not ready for everything yet, but it's going to take you to the next level. What's going on in your love life, Capricorn? You deserve love. Yes, you do, Capricorn. You deserve love. Much better love than you've experienced before as well. You do deserve it. You just need to realize that yourself and really value yourself and know how much you bring to the table. Capricorn, don't just bring it to the table. You bought the table too, right? I don't know where I heard that, but it amused me. Kisses. You got kisses here. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Beautiful. You do deserve love, and it could be someone coming in to offer you some love this week. I'm getting that it's not the one, it's not the be all and end all, because you still need to raise up not your standards, but what you're expecting. Expect a lot more, raise up your self-value and all of that. But you do deserve love, and I do feel like you're going to get some loving this week, and it's going to raise you up there. That's nice. Get to give and receive some love. Oh, Charfield, yeah, somebody is coming into your life. Charfield, someone new is entering your life, so this could be new love offer coming in. Somebody new, could be short term, could be medium term. I don't feel like it's going to be long term for you guys that are resonating with this reading, that is. That still have that self-value stuff to do. Aquarius, what about you? What is this feminine side that has you juggling things? What is that all about? You got prepare and I am enough. So you're not feeling good enough at the moment, Aquarius. So you could be over giving to others, doing way too much for other people, thinking, oh, I'm not being loving enough or nurturing enough. I need to be more of that. Not feeling good enough to receive that back yourself. This is calling for you to find some balance there, to really recognize just how much you give and maybe stop giving that much. Allow yourself to receive back from that first. You are good enough to do that, so feel good enough to receive back. Have other people take care of you for a change. The Magician and the Two of Emotions, you're manifesting this amazing relationship. But right now in this moment, you need to talk to someone. So you're manifesting this relationship, right? But the universe is saying, well, okay, talk to this person, your ex or something like that, or this person that's in front of you. And you're like, nope, I don't want to do it that way. But the universe is saying, but you have to deal with that thing first. You have to face that thing first. And so you've got to get in that moment and talk to someone. The universe is putting someone in front of you. And it feels like someone to let go of, someone to have a discussion with, someone to clear something up in. But it's your stumbling block before you can have that relationship that you really want. So stop trying to dodge your lessons and your challenges, Aquarius. Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior. So when someone expresses their love to you, you're a wounded warrior about it. You're a bit wary about it. Why is that? Take the risk and understanding. Yes, you've taken a risk in the past before to love. We all have, right? And we've got wounded by it. Yes, we've all had that. And so you need to understand what happened there rather than making your heart close down and be wary, Aquarius. So you need to understand how it was that you created that in the first place. You've got some imbalances going on is what it's saying here. And when you get to the bottom of this, you're really going to understand yourself and how you did it. So you won't be wary of everyone else again. So you're in this place of not wanting to take a risk and open up to love, and you're not trusting anyone that says that they want to love you. You're like, oh yeah, I know what love's about. Yeah. That kind of a reaction to it, not trusting at all, not open to it in the slightest. But you've got to understand how you manifested those dodgy things before. Sometimes it's just that we let it in. We didn't recognize it. We weren't wary to it. We didn't recognize it yet. Or we didn't know how to empower ourselves and say no to it. Oblivious to it, maybe. So the universe is slowing you down. Fate is slowing you down for some reason. Why? Because you need to refocus on fulfilling yourself. It's got to be about you. Instead of fulfilling other people, sorting other people out, you need to focus on what will fulfill you. What will fulfill you is you being loved by other people. That's you being filled up by other people, not you giving out to others. So what is it that you want? That's why the universe is slowing you down. It's like Aquarius doesn't focus on what they want. Focus on what you want to receive. You want this hard journey to end, the struggle streak to end, and a new opportunity to come in. Give us something about this. Oh, perfect. Is it true? Do you need to be perfect, Aquarius, for that new thing to come in? No, you don't. It's not going to be all struggle until you get perfect. You can't get perfect anyway. There's no such thing. We just got to be ourselves, right? So you're kind of holding yourself back there. You're holding yourself in the struggle. In the trouble. You're holding yourself in a struggle because you think that you're not perfect yet, but you don't need to be perfect. And in fact, the less you think that you should be perfect, the more kind of perfect you end up becoming because you don't need to. You're not putting that pressure on yourself anymore. It's like, say with losing weight, right? If you think, oh, I'm terrible because I'm fat, I need to lose weight, it's terrible. People like that, they never lose weight, they never manage to because they're punishing themselves about it. But when you don't care about your weight anymore, then you can lose it because you're not putting all that pressure on yourself. You've got something similar to that going on, but it's in bigger things in your life. So when you're down on yourself for it, it's harder to achieve it. And when you don't care less, it's easier to achieve it. So what's going on in your love life, Aquarius? Let's see this week for Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius this week? In the love life. There we go. Make the effort, Aquarius. Make the effort for yourself is what I'm hearing there. Give yourself what you need. Don't wait for someone else to come in romantically and give you what you need. Fulfill yourself first. Give yourself what you need. Buy yourself those flowers. Buy yourself some roses, Aquarius. Cupid's arrow, woo! Have faith, love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting. Hesitation. You are wary. You're very wary of letting that love in. Completely wary is what I'm hearing. So make the effort for yourself and then try and break down those barriers that are inside of yourself that has you shut down to love, Aquarius. Let's get one of these out for you. Younger man. Ooh. It's time for a younger man, Aquarius. Someone that's open-hearted, maybe. Sometimes when we have younger people coming in for a short-term relationship, it's to teach us that. And I remember years ago when I broke up with my husband, I had a spate of 22-year-olds. Every new guy that came into my life was 22, repeatedly, and I'm like, of course you are, because I was older and I needed that. I needed to be with young, open-hearted, not so much baggage anymore, because I had baggage, right? And so it could be that you've got a bit too much baggage, and then allowing a younger man, younger woman to come into your life with less baggage teaches you how to be in that teenage, open-hearted, trusting, falling in love kind of a vibe. And finally, Pisces, Queen of Cups and the Two of Materials. So something is up in the air about your femininity or the female side of yourself. You've got patience and be artistic here. Interesting. Your creative side is kind of being held back or isn't fully unfurled in its true beauty because of something that is going on in your feminine side. Developing your feminine side, being open to your intuition. The best creativity comes through right when it's channeled, not challenged, channeled. Whether we're painting a picture, making a movie, writing a song, doing readings, it's all channeled, right? The best stuff is channeled stuff. It comes through you. Every artist will tell you that. Every person that's being creative will tell you the same thing. That really amazing stuff, it's channeled, right? It comes through us. It's not just for psychics and readers. We know we're doing it. Artists know they're doing it too. So have patience. You're going to get that creativity coming through, that channeled good stuff coming through. You might be waiting on that hit to come through or that amazing painting to come through you. Have patience. It's going to happen. You're manifesting this amazing relationship, but you're sabotaging your romantic life. Okay, you've got some sabotages going on. They're being highlighted at the moment. The things that are holding you back from that amazing relationship that you want, Pisces. You're being shown what your sabotages are at the moment to romance. Deal with those, and then you'll be able to manifest that romance of your dreams. You're wary when it comes to loving, a message coming in. You're the wounded warrior there. So somebody telling you that they love you makes you wary. You're like, you sure? Why? Because your intuition, because you went with it before and you got hurt by that. And so now you can't really trust people when they say that they love you. Is that thought useful? No, not everyone is the same. I just said this to Aquarius, was it? Or maybe it was Capricorn. If we all said I love you, we would all be feeling different things and we'd all mean something different by it, right? And so you can't expect other people to be exactly the same as you are where love is concerned. And you can't expect all people to be the same either. Yes, you've had some heartbreak, we all have. But don't let that make you wary of everybody. There's nothing wrong with your intuition or who you've picked before. You got the challenges and the lessons that you needed. It doesn't mean that you're going to repeat those. So stop expecting to repeat the same lessons again. The universe is slowing you down for some reason. What is it? It's so that you refocus on being supportive. Interesting. Being supportive, not supported. So you need to focus on giving more, being more supportive. Maybe you're shut down. Maybe you're being a bit of a hermit at the moment. Closed down. Maybe you're being a bit selfish. And you need to open up to supporting, giving, sharing what you have, that kind of thing. Refocusing yourself on that. It could be, Pisces, that you were overly that before and then you pulled back, which is a good thing. And now it's time to seek more balance and add some more of that giving into that. Being supportive in there. So you want the end of a struggle journey and you want this new opportunity to come in. But you've been told to face the situation and feel it first. So you've got something to feel. It's like you're holding yourself back. You've got something to learn first. It's going to be different for all of you, but just feel it. There's something to face before that can happen. There's some change that you need to make, and so there's something to face within yourself. Okay, what's going on in your love life, Pisces? Let's find out. What's going on in your love life? Pisces love life. Just one card, please, for Pisces. What's going on in Pisces love life? There we go. Children. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Maybe you want children, Pisces. Maybe you're in a rush to get into a solid relationship because you want children. And that's not kind of helping. The time limit, the timer clicking down isn't helping you to actually find that. For some of you, that's true. You've got wedding rings. You want to get in a committed relationship. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Wow. Could be happening for you. The marriage, the wedding rings, the children. You could be getting everything that you want. Now, for those of you that were resonating with the rest of it, it doesn't feel that that's on the cards for you. But you are headed that way. And you will get what it is that you want in the future. Some of you are getting it this week. So you could be starting off a new relationship that is going to be that committed partner this week, Pisces. December. I don't want a month of the year for you. Let's get another one out for you. Something for Pisces, please. Oh, wow. Okay. Where did that go? Two cards rolled off completely. Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Just stick at it, Pisces. Stick at it. You've got problems facing you this week. There's things to face. There's things to feel. But you will overcome. You will overcome it. So keep on persevering. Keep on keeping on, Pisces. And there we go. That's everybody done. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing week. Don't forget, I've got the half-price sale going on at the weekends. And this weekend, when I'm publishing this, it's on my love reading. So if you want one of those, get to BeHealing.com. This weekend, you'll get it half price. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye.